Hey y'all. Okay, so I meant to do this yesterday. I wanted to get it up before Halloween, but it's gonna be really short and to the point today. I'm sure at one point I would get inundated with links and posts and videos and messages about how bad Halloween is, and why I shouldn't celebrate Halloween. Okay, here's the deal. Now, if you don't want to observe or partake or celebrate today, whatever it may mean to you, then that's fine. Not every holiday is for every person. You have to decide whether a holiday is for you or not. Which is what I mean. I think, if you want to observe, if you want to say, if you're not observing Halloween, in Halloween, I think it's come from so many places. But if you don't observe Halloween at all, if you choose a more reverent celebration, if you're from a country that observes, Dia de los Muertos, then, that's what you do. If you want to observe Reformation Day instead, or All Saints and All Souls Day, if none of those work for you and you just enjoy, seeing other people like have a good time, then that's cool too. I get okay, I love a lot of holidays, but I don't observe them because they aren't culturally significant to me. I love Diwali, but I have no cultural ties to that holiday, so I can look at it from the outside and I can wish people a happy Diwali, and I can see that it's a great, fun, wonderful, beautiful holiday, but I don't feel like it's my holiday. Or we don't do Thanksgiving, but I'm not mad at someone for wanting to eat turkey. So and I remember especially when I was still trying to do the Christian super mom, super wife thing, and I would get lots of links to articles from people who were just looking out for me to let me know why, a good Christian family shouldn't involve themselves in Halloween. Okay, I see you. I see what you're doing. I hope it's with the best of intent, but maybe don't, and here's why. Here's the deal. If you don't want to celebrate it, that's fine. And if you have surrounded yourself with a lot of like-minded people who feel the same way, that's your right. So if you're all in agreement and you're not going to do anything and you're not going to substitute it with anything, and that's fine. If you're going to celebrate it, if you're going to have a fun Halloween, if you're going to, that's fine. Here's where the problem comes in, is when you start, when you say you're not going to take part in Halloween, and then you feel the need to tell me why I shouldn't. And here's where that's a problem. Most of the people I've come across, now this is obviously not, a scientific study or anything, just my personal experience, that most people who are absolutely, the ones who are out there making the biggest stink against Halloween, as far as Christians go, are still celebrating Christmas and Easter. And if you don't understand why, as a Christian, you shouldn't partake in the the majority of the festivities surrounding Christmas and Easter, then, maybe, Google it. That's not, no one hides eggs because Jesus, when you actually realize that you're not supposed to decorate a tree, if you're Christian. Lots of these things, a lot of the, it's fine to say, I want to, in which it goes back to a question I posed on my page about should Christians actually observe something more in line with Judaism, would Messianic messianic, whatever, Judaism be more in line with what Christians should observe versus what they actually are observing. But there's, I get why they say they're against Halloween, why it shouldn't be observed, and that's fine for them. But at that same point, and then they want to turn around in the same breath and talk about how it's intent. The intent, it's your intent when you do something. It's your heart when you do something. So it's okay to have a Yule tree, or it's okay to partake in, like fertility offerings and things like that, because the intent is different. No, like, y'all gotta stop with that. You don't get to say, well, we can't find a way basically to to turn Halloween into a strictly Christian holiday, so y'all don't need it, but we can turn this other stuff into a Christian holiday, so we're gonna keep it. Like, I'm mad about Christmas. I love it. It's great, bright lights, decorate a tree, but and that's, now I do respect the people, the Christians who are like, no, we don't have a tree in our house for Christmas. We don't have, we observe it quietly and reverently. We don't do like the, the extra stuff at Easter. It's not, and so I'm like, all right, at least y'all are like sticking to it. But I think a lot of people get caught up in like, well, they have to make it fun so kids will want to be involved. Well, kids like what they like and they don't like what they don't like. I mean, I'm the same way. Here's the deal. I appreciate quiet, reverent meditation and prayer. And, I do appreciate that now. I never saw it as a kid. I really didn't. I had no experience with that. Until actually I had a friend growing up who was Catholic, and I went and I was like, oh, okay, so there are other ways than loud and in your face. And, no, I'm not Catholic. I also love going to like, shul, and it's very, I like the way that a Jewish service is set up. If you go to the mosque, like, I like that, I like seeing different ways that people want to connect with their higher power. And I definitely respect a quiet, reverent setup. I also love the hell out of some like absolute fun. So, I get wanting kids to have fun. Absolutely, and that's the time, like, we kind of just observe whatever, and we enjoy the hell out of some Easter. I'll hide damn eggs, like, I love it. I will, totally bring a tree in the house, decorate it, put decorations up everywhere. There's been decorations up for Halloween since August 31st. Like, I ain't messing around, y'all. I love my holidays. All of them. I'm like, yeah, let's do all the holidays. Jewish holidays, Muslim holidays, Christian holidays, secular, like all of them. Let's do all of them. I love them. But don't especially don't come down on people that might even not be playing by the same rule book. If I don't have the same beliefs as you, don't just straight come at me with like some hypocritical stuff, because I'm gonna call you out on what you're doing, before you before you point out the speck in my eye, take the log out of yours. If you got one finger pointing at someone, you got three fingers pointing back at you. So you need to check yourself and where your heart is and your intent before you come down on me. People who want to go out and have a good time and do it, go have a fun time, and don't feel guilty. Don't let people wreck you having a good day with your kids. I'm not saying, You know, hell, if you want to go out in your backyard, and that's the thing, I could say, fine, I'm going to have a fun Halloween night, and I go out in my backyard and light up the fire pit, and we roast marshmallows and have a hot chocolate, and someone wants to come at me and tell me how bad I am, we're done. You know, there's a lot of different religions in the world, there's a lot of different cultures, there's a lot of different, we're all different, but we're more alike than different, and more than anything else, we want, you know, I think really, like, I just want people to be kind to each other. And it shouldn't be so hard, and you shouldn't be ugly to people in the name of your God or your religion or whatever. If you really feel like you have to say something, most religious beliefs really urge people, you don't call people out publicly, you do it privately, and you do it as kindly as possible. If they're not hurting you or encroaching on you or your family, and being offended is not being affected. If they're not affecting you or hurting you, then you don't need to call them out publicly. You need to do it privately, especially over something like this. You need to, you know, keep it classy, y'all. But, so for those who don't celebrate, I hope you have a good day, whatever you're doing today. For those of you who observe something today, I hope you have a happy today. And, so that's it for today. I'm going to get off of here. And, you know, go buy toilet paper and shampoo because mom life. So I'll see y'all next time. Have a good day. Bye.